picturesque look there at downtown Atlanta and Turner Field, site for this edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Central leading Chicago Cubs and the Atlanta Braves. And the top of the order, Derek Jeter, will dig in. Currently 5th in the National League in batting to begin play. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning. Marcus Semien will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month, as you see him there. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Now a fly ball here, not hit all that well, out toward Pence in right. And that's out number 2. Albert Pujols will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time on this side. Matt Carpenter will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading out for the Braves, third baseman.
And this will be lined into center field, and they've got themselves their first hit of the ball game. And he's short-armed to throw a bit as it skips past him at second. Luckily, the pitcher is there to back up, however, so there will be no advance. Billy Butler will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both. Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Carpenter leads from second. Here's the pitch. The 0-1 pitch is bounced on the ground to Jeter at shortstop. Throw to first by Jeter, and there's one gone.
Well, we talk about it a lot. Ideally, this should be to the right side of the infielder. Maybe you give him a break because he's such a good hitter and he is a run producer, but I'll bet if you ask him, he'll wish he had a different approach in that at-bat.
Mike Trout will dig in now, and as you can see, he enters play 5th in stolen bases in the National League. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Lined hard to center field. Newcomb is there, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Yeah, you really can't take anything for granted out there when you're playing in the rain. You got to worry about your footing. You got to worry about raindrops getting in your eyes. You got to make sure you're in the right position. But in the end, he is right there to make the play.
Yoenis Cespedes is at the plate as he watches ball 1. In there, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
Yeah, he's got a base open, but I don't think you want to put 2 men on for that guy in the very first inning. No thanks.
That's hard hit back up the middle. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. Alfonso Soriano will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race. Now here's the first pitch. And a pretty feeble effort that time as this is tapped in front of the mound. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Wilson Betemit will stand in, and you see there it's been scorching hot these past few games. And now the second pitch of the inning is in the air to right. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. Around second now, heading for third. And he'll get in there safely.
Well, this ball was hit pretty hard, and as you can see, probably not the best route to the ball out there in right field. And those extra few seconds are all he needed to decide to go for 3, and he's in there with an easy triple.
Jason Castro will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. Lined into left center. And the Cubs are going to strike first here. It's a base hit, and they have taken a 1-0 lead.
Wow, well, there you go. Just more of the same right here. You know, one of the hallmarks of this winning streak is that they've been able to get on the board first quite a bit. And they keep it going here as he drives in the run to make it 1-0.
Corey Hunter will step forward now. Currently third in the National League batting race to begin play. Swing and a liner towards second. And Torrey has himself a base hit. And he continues to hit the ball well, as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now.
James Newcomb.
James Newcomb will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Swing hard liner to left center. And a leap at short, but it's over his glove, and it could be extra bases. The tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run. Steven Strasburg will get a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to pad onto his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 away. Breaking pitch here, chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And the runner's breaking for third. Now the bunt attempt by Strasburg here as he gets this one down. Throw to first in time, and you got to question that decision as this side is retired. So 2 runs on 4 hits. Hunter Pence will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Brad Miller will stand in for the first time here. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
And they'll try another curveball there, but this one misses. It's 1-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Newcomb is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
Now this is on the ground for Pujols over at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So the shortstop, Derek Jeter, is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Derek Jeter.
And we'll start the third with a swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Marcus Semien will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Here's the first offering. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at short. And a diving try, but it's off his glove, and that ought to be a 1-out hit.
The first baseman, number 5, Albert Pujols.
So a runner on first with 1 out now. And stepping in, the former MVP, Albert Pujols. Now a ball swung on and hit high in the air and deep to left center field. This ball has a chance. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. Albert Pujols, a 2-run shot. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0. Alfonso Soriano will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Alfonso Soriano.
Now here's a ball hit high and deep out to left center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Now Soriano heading for third. Throw is high and it's over his head.
Now batting.
Wilson Betamit will dig in now with 2 runs already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
And now this is smothered, but it squirts away a bit. And he will just get his foot in there first, safe at the plate.
We've seen these guys make their fair share of mistakes so far, and here's another. This one hurts even more because it costs them a run. That's just a simple catch behind the plate that needs to be made.
And this is on the ground toward the hole. And the flip comes to Kennedy covering for the out. Jason Castro will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. Here's the first offering. Hard hit towards center. Trout will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. We play 2.5. It's the Cubs 5 and the Braves nothing. J.P. Arancibia makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count. And he won't offer it that. Too high, 1-2.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now. That's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Now a fastball's hit on the ground towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first.
Ian Kennedy comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Ball sent on the ground to Albert over at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Matt Carpenter will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. Line hard to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Corey Hunter will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth. Now here's the first pitch.
Hunter.
That's into the gap on the first pitch, and it looks like he may wind up with extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Out of the Braves dugout is their manager, Freddie Gonzalez, on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that'll be all for Ian Kennedy. Rob Wooten is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the fourth inning. Hit hard on the ground to short. And he's retired, 1 away.
Well, the inning starts nicely with that leadoff double, but aside from a strikeout, a ground ball to short is about the last thing you want to have happen. You know, if this is to the second baseman, that's great, but that's just a wasted out here.
Steven Strasburg will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. And a little surprising to see the bunt still on here, but he puts it down anyway. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Derek Jeter will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And add one more, as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
As a visiting ball player, there is nothing like taking the home crowd out of the game early. You know, this lead moves to 6 now, so this is going to be an awfully tall order to get back in this game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Marcus Semien is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Jeter's running. Slowly hit to the left side. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out. Billy Butler will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just one run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
Center fielder, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch, something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Third and final game of this 3-game set comes your way Sunday afternoon. That's tomorrow as you see the pitchers scheduled to take the mound in the series finale.
Here we go.
And this one will be out of play off to the left. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Albert Pujols will lead things off this inning for the Cubbies with Alfonso Soriano scheduled behind him on deck. He took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Butler is there, and a big sigh of relief out on the mound as Pujols is retired on just one pitch. Alfonso Soriano is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
And that's right where you want to be with your specialty pitches. If you can start them knee-high and let them dip out of the strike zone, you'll have a lot of success with locations like that one.
On to Butler in time, and there are 2 away. Wilson Betamit will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. And this ball's pulled on the ground down the line to first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And no shot for Butler here. It's a fair ball.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Jason Castro is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Pitch outside, the throw, and he is out at second. Caught stealing. Hunter Pence will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings. Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the 2nd hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Brad Miller will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the runner holds at second, so they're at 1st and 2nd now with nobody out. Darryl Costello will stand in, and maybe a ray of hope as they get the first 2 men aboard here. And this crowd's just itching for something to put their hands together about.
Well, the positive moments, they've been few and far between, but they're not out of this game. Now, they've got some guys in this lineup that can make this deficit go away.
Pence takes his lead at second, and the pitch. But this is pulled in by the shortstop. Throw back to first will not be in time, so they'll just get the 1 on the line out.
That's the hardest hit ball he's had all series, and he's still looking for that first hit, but it didn't work out for him here.
J.P. Arancibia stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run.
And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game. And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Newcomb will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. Matt Carpenter will stand in now. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. In there, and it's 0-1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1.
Well, it seems like the first 4 innings he was great. Now he looks like a different guy out there.
And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
And things are starting to change for the worse out there. Now, this is a guy who hadn't given up a run until earlier this inning, and now all of a sudden, he's having a hard time getting anybody out. Looks to me like he's hit the wall out there.
Billy Butler is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire, ball 2.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. But the Braves do pick up 3 on this.
Your attention, please. Now
So the
pitching
call's
for the
gone out
Braves,
for the right-hander Mark Melanson as he'll take over on the mound.
Melanson.
Jason Castro will stand in now to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Fouled straight back. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow! So 1 gone in the inning now for Torrey Hunter. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first, retires Hunter, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. James Newcomb will dig in, 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game.
James Newcomb.
First pitch to him. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. 6 runs, 10 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at shortstop. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Mike Trout will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up. First pitch coming. And this ball's hit high and deep toward the corner and right. But this will land foul shy of the wall. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there near the stands, and he brings this one back in. He took that right out of the first row. Wow! Yoenis Cespedes will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
And this stays down on him, and it's right by him at first.
Yeah, this ball might have caught him in between hops. He might have been unsure which way to turn his glove, over or under the ball. Instead, it just goes right through him.
Hunter Pence is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Out in front of the fastball here as this is drilled into left field. That's a base hit. Brad Miller will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it now for Steven Strasburg. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Jeremy Horst will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Soriano is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting.
Darryl Costello will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. Around third and being waved on home. Tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run. Braves get a couple of hits here and plate 1. 7th inning coming up. Back here at Turner Field, getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Don Kelly is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Don Kelly.
Now a swing and a ground ball back up the middle. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. 1 gone, and Derek Jeter will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. And this is swung on, and it'll be another chance out there at second. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Marcus Semien will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Marcus Semien.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired.
Your attention, please. Now
So the
pitching
call's
for
gone out to the
Chicago.
bullpen as they'll turn things over to the big guy, the hard-throwing right-hander Jabba Chamberlain. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Swing and a grounder fouled, and that almost took the first base coach along with it. And a front foot curveball here that misses down and in for ball 2. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
And Pujols won't get there. This is a fair ball. Chris Heisey will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. First pitch coming. In there at the knees, strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Fouled straight back. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
And you can see he is none too happy about that last call. I think he's saying it was low, and, well, now I know he was saying it was low. But, you know, you can't show up an umpire like that. It may have just cost his guys another inch or 2 on close calls.
Matt Carpenter will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Over to Pujols, and it's a double play that'll get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Eduardo Sanchez will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Albert Pujols will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the 8th.
Well, here we are. It's the 2nd month of the season, and this guy is showing no signs of slowing down. He's got himself another multi-hit ball game here.
And this is lined hard to deep left. Cespedes has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
I'll tell you, if this is in off the plate just a little bit further, this thing might end up in the cheap seats in left field. But instead, it just gets to the outer half. He still gets pretty good wood on the ball, but he winds up pulling it right at someone.
Wilson Betemit is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
And all of a sudden, it is pouring right now. That's the hardest it's been all night.
Here's a fastball that he laces the other way into left, and this will split the gap for extra bases. Albert will take the turn and head for home. Adam Ottavino will get the call here as he'll take over with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Now pitching for the Braves,
Jason Castro will be his first assignment down of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the 2nd out of the inning. Torrey Hunter will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
Hunter.
Runner goes for 3rd. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Trout is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Billy Butler will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
First baseman, Billy.
Now this is on the ground for Pujols over at first. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out. 1 away for the Braves here in inning number 8. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Up and in for ball 1.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now a ball hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Yoenis Cespedes will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Boy, right down the middle for strike 2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Throw over to first, back in standing. 4 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the 2nd out. Hunter Pence will stand in, but with the tying run still in the on-deck circle, he needs to get on base somehow. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. Brad Miller will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Andrew Newcomb will come on now in a save situation, but he'll be asked to get 4 outs here instead of 3.
Andrew.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta. James Newcomb will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
James Newcomb.
And the ninth inning will get underway here with a swing and a ground ball out to short. And he's retired here, 1 away. Roger Bernardina will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Bernardino.
Now the second pitch of the inning is sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the ninth is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here.
The shortstop, number 2, Derek Jeter.
And the first pitch here is pulled on the ground to third. Throw on to first, a 3-pitch inning. And Will Jackson will come on now trying to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Will Jackson.
Darryl Costello will step in, an RBI single this last time around. Swing, hard hit ball to second, and this is through into right field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
High in the air and deep down the left field line. And Soriano won't get there. It's a foul ball. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
A big first out there. That keeps the tying run anchored at first, and that's important because it's still going to take an extra base hit to get him home.
First pitch on the way. And this is on the outside corner for strike one. The win would be Steven Strasburg's here, barring any late turn of events. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Another 0-2 coming. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Hunter will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
Well, this certainly is not any kind of a routine play out there. As you can see, this ball is slicing away from him, but he's still got his sights on it all the way, and he gets over there to make the play.
Matt Carpenter will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Yeah, what a nice job to come in here and finish this one off. And with that, he picks up career save number 1. So nice going.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And the Cubs were led tonight by the offensive exploits of this man, Albert Pujols. Strike oppose, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.
Sound good to me. This sound hard. Something funky people gon' dance to. Give the record a second and a chance to.